Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition, The Brewer's Assistant. And in the last episode we were able to break into the Hunting Brew meadery. And we're actually able to poison the meadery and take out some of the future competition because our boy Jonah here, the Brewer's Assistant, has lofty dreams of one day owning his own tavern and creating his own signature mead. Also in the last episode we went searching for the mysterious sleeping tree so we can get some of that sap, and in the course of doing so Faendel died. He was struck down by a necromancer. It was heartbreaking. But we were able to get 3 sleeping tree saps, so that's nice. And we hear that it is possible to add this to our mead, so we may be doing that at some point in the future. Well, with the passing of Faendel, we need to find ourselves a new companion to travel around with. And in addition to that, we need to make our way to Falkreath. You see, the Jarl, so lately Jonah has been traveling around Skyrim trying different meads, introducing himself to various meadery owners and bar owners and tavern owners, and he's kind of becoming part of the community, as it were. Oh, nice and rainy. Let's go duck. Oh, this is really coming down. Okay, we got to get to Riverwood. Duck into the tavern there. I wonder where
You're not serious.
Uthgerd is going, you see. In the last episode we talked with this unique Nord, Uthgerd. Where are you going? Where are you going, Uthgerd? Where'd you get that horse?
Go kill him. That's not much of a
Get off the horse, lady.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do? Hold out and play tag. You're it.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over.
Boy, it is really coming down outside.
Are you listening?
With me, Thistle?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
So this is the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood.
Yep. It's going bad.
An inn or a tavern like this isn't really going to be great
Just make sure we get a fresh batch.
competition for Jonah here and his future inn. Wait, she just asked him to change the ale kegs. Where are you going? Where do you walk when you need... Where are the kegs? that she was speaking of? It's a fish barrel. Okay, they live... Am I allowed to take this? Taking it. She asked him to change the ale barrels, and he
We
starts
got rooms and
sweeping.
food. Drink,
So,
too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
you gotta get control of your
Corn stores are
employees.
getting low again, Orgnar.
Yep.
Wait, let me guess. You'll get to it later.
Don't I always?
I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
No.
I should have guessed.
Yeah, it sounds like she's got lazy staff members. That is not great. But she's got a little bit of storage. Doesn't look like she makes her own wine. I'm assuming that she gets it from Whiterun. But there is room for quite a few barrels of mead or kegs of mead, so it's not too bad. What kind of book you got back here? There be dragons, huh? Interesting. Well, what do you say, Thistle? Shall we stay the night? Okay, ma'am? Oh, maybe it's you.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Okay.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Sure am. I'd like a room, though.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Is it this way? Is this my room? Nope. Must be this one. Okay.
I'm just the cook, lad.
There we go. Okay. Thistle, let's get ourselves a nice sleep. It's 5 p.m. We've got a lot to do tomorrow. You see, the Jarl of Falkreath has noticed Jonah and sent him an invite to come tour the city of Falkreath. There is apparently some... Oh! I see. I am a little tempted to do dual flurry. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. And we have been sneaking a lot, haven't? And you know, in fact, let's do sneak attack with bows. That's
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Let's sate that appetite,
So I like that idea that in addition, yeah, see, I think that they're maybe making, here at the Sleeping Giant Inn, they make some of their own mead, or ale, it looks like, but they're also importing stuff from Riften. Oh, look at this, you got a bunch of the Hunting Brew mead as well, so you're importing this from Whiterun as well. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and just grab a couple fish. I like that they also offer food. I think that that's kind of an important part to having a tavern. Is there any of my ingredients? Oh, there's quite a few of my ingredients you'd like. Okay, I'm going to sell you some of my ingredients because I really don't need all of them. Some of the stuff, obviously, we need to keep. I want to keep the honeycomb because in my mind, Jonah is going to try to... Wait, actually, do you have any more honeycomb? No. Jonah's going to be adding this to mead. Same with juniper berries. Not that they sell for anything anyways. Ew, gross. I've been carrying this in my pocket. Please take it and just throw it into the soup or whatever. Just get that off me. I keep the skeever tail as well because I've got a couple ideas of... Just got a couple ideas. Okay. Okay, sounds like it's still raining outside, which is a little unfortunate. So, We're going to be heading over to Falkreath, and like I said, the Jarl has invited us there. And there is land for sale. Falkreath presents Jonah with an opportunity to possibly purchase his own land whereon he can build himself a tavern. We're not 100% sure about that, but we're going to go check that out and see if maybe the answer to Jonah eventually owning his own tavern is through Falkreath. So, we're going to head in that direction. Wait, what? Got a spider. Got a spider situation. Okay. Okay, looks like there's quite a few bodies here laying strewn about the Shrine of Talos. Now, Talos worship has been outlawed here in Skyrim. Because the Empire signed the White Gold Concordat with the Thalmor, or the High Elves, Talos worship was banned here in Skyrim, and many of the Nords do not adhere to the White Gold Concordat. Something slew them. Aha. Thalmor soldier. Agent Sanyon, in response to your report dated 22nd Morningstar 401, your request for an expeditionary force is hereby denied. Sanyon, this is the 7th report you have filed this month, and not one of your leads, not one, has turned up so much as a shred of evidence that a Talos shrine exists in the Lake Ilionata region. No prisoners, no documents, nothing. Our forces are stretched thin enough as it is, and I have better missions, better agents to assign them to. If you feel so sure of your informant, investigate this yourself. Come back with proof, or not at all. By my hand and seal, Elenwyn. Okay, well, looks like he found proof. Maybe they all killed each other? I don't happen to have any diseases currently, do I? Just hunger? Okay. Well, I was hoping that we would be able to talk Uthgerd into being our companion, but she would not get off her horse, so that is unfortunate, but it's fine. We're going to try to make our way to Falkreath, and hopefully we can survive the journey without having a companion with us, but not 100% sure. But in the last episode, we did get this Conjure skeleton minion. So, guess if we really need to, we can use the skeleton minion. Okay. I really wish it would stop raining, but I don't mind how atmospheric and gloomy it is. It's kind of nice. Okay, good job, skeletal minion. You're actually pretty OP. Looks like someone was doing a little bit of necromancy, huh? Okay. Just keep moving, okay, guys? We will just keep moving. In fact, I actually think here might be a good opportunity to get onto the main road to Falkreath. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of chopped. Looks like someone around here was chopping down trees. Oh. Hello, good sir. The woodcutter. Where's your axe? The woodsman's friend. Looks like it's just a two-handed axe. I mean, it looks cool, but I'm not 100% sure what to do with something like this. It looks cool, though. Okay, my friend, I shall carry your axe with much pride. Oh, shit. It's a nice little chunk of land here, though. I wonder if that woodsman was chopping. There's no way that he dragged these logs all by himself. There's no frickin' way. But maybe that woodsman was trying to build something on this little plot of land. Seems like a nice plot of land, right in between Riverwood and Falkreath along the main road. Ooh. Ouch. Skeleton. Looks like there's already a cabin here. What? What is it? Shit. Skeletal minion. Deal with that, please. You got this. You got this, skeletal minion. Shit. Get him. Awesome. Great job, skeletal minion. Oh, and the rain has stopped. Oh, what a beautiful day here in Skyrim. Okay. So it looks like there's a cabin here. Not 100% sure what they do here at this cabin. Ooh. I'll leave that there for now. Pine Watch. Okay. Do you hear that? Is that you? Oh my god, that skeletal minion's breathing sounded very much like a bear. I got a little spooked there for a moment. Well, someone's gonna have to clear this road. Looks like... What do we got going on up here? Yeah, it looks like... We got a bit of a raider trap going on. Probably best if we keep our distance and see if we can't snipe them off, if possible. Some of them, they might be too far away for my meager archery skills. Okay, what kind of arrows do I have available? Steel, Nordic. That's it? Okay, we got one of them. Just keep moving, just keep moving. Send in the minion. Switch these up, actually. Let the minion do his thing.
Easily blocked. Can't wait to count out your coin.
Okay, let's see. Thank you, skeletal minion. Let's see what we got here. I mean, we're kind of going to pick up everything. Ooh, for helmets. Amulet of Stendar. That is useful. Let's grab everything we can to sell. That has a good weight. Oh my god. Ice arrows? Yes. Orcish bow? Yes. I'm a little over encumbered. By how much? 5? That's fine, that's fine. Mammoth cheese bowl only restores 18 points of hunger? That's pathetic. Okay, we're almost there. Let's go ahead and also suck down a honey brew mead. We've got a lot of these. Now, I don't really want to sell them because I think my plan is we're going to want to be selling these to customers at our new brewery. And one of the reasons for that, one of the reasons Jonah thought of that is we poisoned Honey Brew Meadery, right? And who triggered that? Thistle? Thistle. Did you just make all of those rocks fall on my head? Silly rabbit. But yes, because Maven Blackbriar is going to take over Honey Brew Meadery, it's going to become Blackbriar Meadery, meaning all of these clean, unpoisoned Honey Brew meads that Jonah has here, they're going to be vintage. He can totally just bump the price up. No questions asked. So yes, we are definitely going to be selling those. Okay. Hopefully this Jarl in Falkreath makes it worth our time, because we are going through a lot of effort clearing the roads just to get here to Falkreath. I think this is the way to go. It's been a minute. Now we do want to impress this Jarl, so Jonah is going to do his best to kind of I think we're close to the city, so let's go ahead and put on some better clothes. Do I have fine clothes? Let's put on some fine clothes, okay? We want this Jarl to really think highly of us. There we go. Oh, that is a future tavern owner right there, my friend. That's a man who knows his way around a mead barrel. But yes, we should probably go around, maybe kind of low-key helping some of the citizens of Falkreath, just so, you know, we can really impress this Jarl. I want to be able to buy land here in the Falkreath hold. We're going to need as much gold as we can carry, too, so we're going to have to be doing some selling as well.
Did you see a dog out there? Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you had seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
See to your cleaning.
Yes, sir.
These graves hold the sons and daughters.
I was Jarl once, but I was encouraged to step down when I took sides with the Stormcloaks. It was an Imperial plot, I tell you. Aye, not so long ago. Some will tell you I stepped down on account of my old age. Truth is, I found out about all the Imperial spies crawling around Falkreath. A few well-placed bribes, and they bought themselves some friends. Suddenly, the nobles are calling for a new Jarl. And all the while, their pockets are jingling with the sound of Imperial septons. They named me Thane. They got my nephew Sitgeir in my place. A real friend to Cyrodiil, that one.
Oh, this is quite interesting. So you were Jarl, and you believe there's a plot, an Imperial plot against you, and you wanted to decide, but now your nephew is Jarl. Okay, this is all good to know. You said there's a plot against you, though?
Well, not against me, against all of Falkreath. Those Imperial bastards are spying on every one of us. Last night, I saw Laud the blacksmith writing a letter. Probably sending word to Solitude and General Tullius. Are you loyal to Skyrim? Break into Laud's house and get that letter. Good. Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might
Something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
What can I do for you? I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Keep a song in your heart to ward off the gloom.
Can I? Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Met lots of them while I was a Stormcloak. I was once, but not anymore. I was wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. This was years ago, mind you. Now maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more, but I still hold with his ideals. Skyrim is Nordland, and we ought to rule it. We don't need no help from the Empire on that count. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay, so seems like Falkreath has got quite a few Nords here. Okay, sir, I am just looking to make some coin. It's probably time to give up the longbow. I think we're going to stick with the orcish bow. It doesn't weigh too much more, and it looks kind of cool. Let's go ahead and do that. I'd like to keep this the woodsman's friend axe. It looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good looking axe, and it is unique. So we're gonna keep that. Probably gotta keep that as well, because the woodman's friend doesn't actually cut wood. So that's an issue. Take some of that. What kind of boots have I been wearing? Fire. Okay, I think I've been wearing these scaled boots for the most part. I'm gonna keep the fur helmet just because it doesn't weigh much, but it's got a pretty nice warmth factor to it. In fact, all of this stuff has really nice warmth factor. Can't keep everything though. Yeah, I think another reason I'm kind of excited to possibly get ourselves a plot of land is that we need somewhere where we can start storing stuff. That's the problem. I need to be able to store my goods, stuff that is valuable that I don't feel like selling because it's unique. So okay, we need to make all of the money off of this guy. Yeah, I don't have a ton to sell this guy. Okay, that's gonna have to be it for now, I guess. Okay. We're about 3,500 gold.
Try not to judge Falkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us. I'm sorry, I should really go now. I can't really help you. I'm just...
Okay, so before we really speak with the Jarl, we definitely want to make a bit of a loop around the city. It seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's check out the dead man's drink.
Bones, handsome man in
Take a seat and get the cold out.
Hello, old man. How's your day faring?
Unless you intend to bury someone, this isn't the place you're looking for, traveler. Falkreath was once full of wanderers and warriors like yourself. Nari, those were better days. Tastes like water.
Okay, the dead man's drink. Looks like this is another classic inn tavern. Oh, I love this, like, sleeping cot. That looks really cool. Yeah, it looks like they brew their own mead, and then they're definitely going to be... Nice. Yeah, it looks like they brew their own mead, but they're definitely going to be importing some from the various meaderies. So, kind of classic. I'm sure they also offer food.
Hey, gossip. Bring me a
So,
drink.
we may come back here if we need...
You're going to die of thirst if you keep calling me that.
if we need to sleep in town. Okay, apparently this Laud guy, they mentioned a man named Laud who is possibly looking for a lost dog, apparently. Who are you?
These graves hold the sons and daughters of Falkreath.
Okay, what graves? What are you talking about? Hello, good sir. My name is Jonah. I'm new to town.
Did you see a hound on the road? Fine, strong creature that's been wandering near town.
You know, the guard mentioned it. I didn't see a dog.
There's one out on the road. I can't afford to chase him down, but I could use a fierce, loyal beast to keep me company. If you are willing to retrieve him, for me, I'd give you some fresh meat to attract him out on the road.
Yeah, I could be convinced to catch him.
Oh, it's a smart man to demand something up front for his work. Some gold now and some when I have my dog. Here's the meat.
Okay. Apparently there's a dog somewhere out there. Awesome. You guys were mentioning a
Falkreath was once full
graveyard?
of wanderers and warriors like yourself. Those were better days.
I see. This is quite the graveyard here.
The god Arche was once like us, bound to winding mortality. But he willingly gave up this existence that we might better understand the vagaries of life and death. It is through the ebb and flow of this cosmic tide that we find renewal, and in the end, peace. May the spirit of Lavinia and all those who have left this world and its suffering know the beloved serenity of Aetherius, and may we one day rejoin them in eternity.
A sad time. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work.
Yeah, why does this town have such a large cemetery?
The cemetery is ancient. It's been here longer than the town. I'm no scholar, but I know that a lot of battles have been fought here over the course of history. After each battle, more dead were buried and the graveyard got bigger. I heard it's now the biggest graveyard in Skyrim. Our daughter, our little girl, she hadn't seen her 10th winter. He ripped her apart, like a saber cat tears a deer. We barely found enough of her to bury.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That is horrific. Who ripped your daughter apart?
Sinding. Came through as a laborer. Seemed like a decent man. He's stewing in the pit while we figure out what to do with him. If you've got the stomach to look at him. What could drive a man to do something like this? Yes, and I couldn't tell you why. My wife and I think there's some dark magic at work. Or perhaps Arche's influence is strong here, and he likes to keep it this way.
I just don't understand what kind of man does that.
Kust is responsible for the cemetery here in Falkreath. I take care of the shrine. Oh, merciful Arche, no. I'm too old and frail, and this graveyard is too large. Kust is my assistant. He helps me tend the headstones and keep our cemetery clean, as befits a place of rest. I came into Arche's light after the Great War. So many died by my hands, my magics. I'm fortunate that Kust and the people of Falkreath have come to accept me as one of their own. Could you do an old elf a favor? I misplaced my journal in a cave I was exploring. I'll pay for its return. Blessing of Arche to you for your help. That journal means a lot to me, if you find it.
Okay, a lot of,
These graves hold the sons and daughters of Falkreath.
a lot going on here in Falkreath. Cemetery, kind of a death town. Nice place otherwise, though. Do they have... I mean, I noticed there's a lumber mill. So... yeah. Maybe that's their main export, is lumber. Because otherwise, we've got a pretty small farm here. It's also possible, though, that the tavern imports mead from one of the local farms, or even possibly from Rorikstead. Laud mentioned a dog, though. Let's go see if we can't... I'm not going to go too far from town, obviously. But let's see if we can go find this dog that he was talking about. We'll just poke around a little bit.
You are exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, Skyrim is now host to giant flying lizards and two-legged catmen. And you're surprised by me? Yeah, I just talked, and am continuing to do so. You see, my name is Barbas, and I have a problem I think you can help sort out. My master and I had a bit of a falling out. We got into an argument, and it got rather heated. He's kicked me out until I find someone who can settle our disagreement. That's where you come in. You're very funny. My master's Clavicus Vile, Daedric Prince of Wishes. As you can imagine, he's quite the important person. Thank you. Now, since he banished me, Vile's been rather weak. He can't manifest very far from one of his shrines. I know there's a cult that worships him at Hamar's Shame. We should be able to talk to him there. If this works out, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Hey, just don't trust any offer he makes you, okay?
Okay, you know what? I'll meet you there. Oh, Barbas, strange talking dog. I will meet you there. So that former Jarl wanted us to sneak into Laud's house, but I don't know if that's something we can really do during the day. Maybe? Might be able to just quickly pop in there. Just a quick... Okay. So apparently this Laud guy is possibly an Imperial spy. Let's see what evidence we have. Okay, I mean, nothing too suspicious in here. A couple potions, a little bit of armor. Not even Imperial armor. I mean, the guy's living pretty well. He's got some cheese, some herbs. This is not a bad life that this Laud is living. Gold, okay. You know, I don't know if this... Oh, here's a note. Old friend, need all the iron ore you can dig up. Double my usual order. I know the mine isn't as rich as it used to be, but I'll pay extra. Laud. Okay. Let's get out of here, Thistle. Okay, I think Dengir maybe went home. Let's actually check that out. Dengir?
Can I help you?
Where are you? Where? Yeah, I brought you the letter you asked for, sir. Oh, you have some interesting books. Flight from the Thalmor. What book is this, though? I don't think I've seen this one. Dearest reader, the work you are about to experience has been copied and duplicated so that the story it relates can be spread throughout the Empire. But make no mistake, this is not a work of fiction. The events chronicled in this account are all true, were originally documented in a private journal, which now remains safely guarded in the House of Quills in Hammerfell, and occurred not more than a year before this book was printed. I see. For those not in the know, the Thalmor are Skyrim's recently honored guests, high elves of the Aldmeri Dominion who were gracious enough not to wipe us all out during the Great War. But as every Nord of Skyrim knows, Thalmor graciousness comes at a terrible price. One of the stipulations of the White Gold Concordat, the peace treaty between our peoples, was the abolishment of Talos worship. A man ascended to godhood? Preposterous, claimed the Thalmor, and so the open worship of Talos has been outlawed in Skyrim, and actively enforced in those cities where the Thalmor have a tangible presence. Cities, I might add, in which the Empire has the most secure foothold. Okay. We'll come back to this book, but yeah, that was... We've already seen a dead Thalmor agent, and we know that they're hunting Talos worshippers. Dengir, you have a big home here, my friend. Okay, hey, I got that letter for you. Where you at?
I was Jarl once. What's this, some kind of code? Need as much iron ore as you can dig up? Well, he's not spying, but it's clear the Empire's making Lauds smith up more swords and armor for them. Good work. Take this. You may have seen the open grave in our graveyard. Most of the townsfolk think it's the work of a corpse thief. The truth is less pleasant. It was the grave of Vigar, my own ancestor, dead for centuries now. He is also a vampire. My family is entrusted with keeping him buried. But recently, someone stole the ward stone, and Vigar escaped.
Oh my god, there is so much going on in Falkreath. There's apparently a man in the prison who ripped apart a child. There's a missing journal that the priest of Archay wants me to find. There's that dog I have to follow. There's just too much going on here in Falkreath. You'll want me to find the ward stone, I'm guessing, though.
No, it's too late for the ward stone. Vigar must be destroyed. If this gets out, my family will suffer great shame. Good. He will have fled to gather others of his kind. Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town.
Alright, well, it's getting a little late in the day. We've kind of used up the whole day just... Oh, you know what? Is Laud still around? I've got news on that dog. It's weird. That dog is weird.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Dengir first, and the Empire second. I was Dengir's personal guard for years. I risked my hide more than once to protect him. Why would I do that? For money? Because I swore an oath? No. It was because he was a good man and a true friend. A true Nord places loyalty and honor above all else.
Oh my god, that is so sad that you worked for Dengir and you're loyal to him because he totally thinks you're a spy. Hey, you know that dog on the road you asked me to get?
Yeah.
He ended up being a lot more trouble than he was worth. He has like a weird Don DeLuise voice. I'm not loving it.
Anyway, it's done. Time to move on. Much obliged. Here. It's not much, but take it anyway.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome and delicious. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put off meeting the Jarl until tomorrow. Let's pop back into the Dead Man's Drink.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could probably sleep here for the night. Let's just... any tables available? Can I sit anywhere? What's the deal? What's the deal here? Oh, look at that. Mysterious altar. I was 2 days into my journey from Markarth when the ataxia struck. I thought if I bit down on a piece of cloth it would distract me from the pain, but eventually my joints could bear the weight no longer. I stopped at the roadside ruins looking for a place to rest. It was there, in the briars of an autumn fog, that I came across a strange altar rooted in the ground. Beside it stood an old woman, who I took for its keeper. Taking note of my apprehension, the old woman beckoned me forward. Wordlessly, she raised her hand and directed it toward the altar. She was asking me to choose. In my travels I have passed through Hagraven camps and seen many a twisted thing, but none like this. Placed in its gnarled hands were 3 empty bowls and a cup to fill them. At last the old woman spoke, with an accent I couldn't place. The first bowl, she said, would grant you power. The second would bring you fortune. The third, however, would offer you nothing at all. Looking back now, I can't tell you if any of this was real or some hallucination I dreamt up to cope with the fever. Or it could be the altar was no different than a standing stone, a tribute to a god long forgotten. Still, I felt compelled to ask the woman how and where I would find my boon. She said it would come to me. Unfortunately, the ataxia cursed me with sleeplessness. Worst yet, the disease has progressed to a point that I fear I will not live to see the outcome of my choice. A shame, as I wonder even now if I have made the right one. Rolnick Windstrider. A mysterious altar, eh? Maybe there's some money in it. Might be worth exploring. But I think we're going to do all of that in the next episode, everybody. We've got a lot to do here in Falkreath because Jonah definitely wants to impress the Jarl. We want to have good relations with the people in Falkreath, especially if we end up being a landowner in the hold of Falkreath. So, in the next episode, we're going to, because Jonah is not a warrior, right? He's not the toughest guy around. So, I don't know if we're going to go to the Bloodlet Throne. I don't know if we're tough enough to fight a bunch of vampires. That's just the truth. Oh, here's Sunderstone Gorge, where the journal is hidden. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how many of these tasks Jonah is going to complete, but we're definitely going to do some of them. And in the next episode, in the morning, we're going to go have a conversation with the Jarl and see what we can work out with the man in charge. Thank you so much for watching the Johnny Guitar channel, and we will see you next time we play Skyrim Anniversary Edition, The Brewer's Assistant.
Yeah.